Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. In life or in any business endeavor, you have to set clear goals so you know which way you go. Otherwise, you would be a person without, a compass in your life. You're gonna be a person who's, lost. So you have to set goals, and the goals have to be attainable, precise, clear. Okay, you got to give a certain kind of deadline. You make a plan. That's in any kind of organization, wherever you work. You and then you develop the methods. You plan how to get there. Okay, and then you get the resources, and you strive to get and reach those goals. So whenever we have a conversation, I have a conversation with someone, and you claim something, you have to make sure that what you claim is precise. You can't just say, it's going to be good. What do you mean, what's good? Well, I like change. What kind of change? We like freedom, liberty. Okay, we kind of know what that is, but there are also little details. You have to be precise in things, not in general stuff. Since this war on the territory of the nation of Ukraine, fought by those guys and that guy, I've been hearing, I've been bombarded, propagandized with this mantra: Russia will lose, Ukraine will win. Okay, that's the beginning. That you say, okay, I'm going to survive. I'm going to have a good life. Okay, what do you mean a good life? And now with details. I've never been explained by anybody what exactly they mean Ukraine will win and Russia will lose. I mean, I can make a very good video explaining what I think these guys mean and give you in detail at least 10 points that would mean this guy's won and that guy lost, and vice versa. What would mean Russia to win and what would mean Ukraine to win, which means or none of them winning or both of them winning, because I guarantee you the possibility that this war will end in a draw, even though one of them will be like this, is going to be, how should I put it, has a high probability. Why? Because none of them would like to say NATO lost, beaten by Russia. They would never admit that. The same Russians will never admit that unless they really take care of Putin, and that would be the destroy. That's the victory. Let's say what I have this article. Let me read you the article a little bit to show you how general, no explanation behind Ukraine will win. What do you mean? What is that? Can you give me what? Maybe I don't like the outcome. If Ukraine wins, maybe that means United States will be under Ukrainian occupation. Is that what you mean? What do you mean? If Ukraine wins, there are going to be no Russians? Or going to be exterminated or something? What do you mean by winning? You know what I mean? I want to know what the extent. Will, I don't know, 100,000 people be hanged or something? Will there be any trials? Who's going to organize the trials? What's going to happen with the nuclear weapons? There's many questions. All right, let's go and see what these guys are saying. The New Voice of Ukraine, March 6, 2023. The war will end with Ukrainian victory. Okay, U.S. Department says. Okay, I would like to know this. What do you mean victory? And I'm quoting, it was very clear from the earliest hours of Russia's invasion of Ukraine that whenever this ended, it would end in a strategic failure to Russia. Prince said. It was very clear. Was it very clear to you guys? I don't think it was very clear. From the earliest hours, the first 3 hours of the invasion, you already knew they would lose? The Russians will lose? Okay, man. Can you tell me the lottery numbers for the next drawing? Or draw? Yeah, okay, drawing, whatever. At the same time, he warned that heavy battles still lie ahead. Again, he's got a, how do you call that? A crystal ball somewhere in his ass, probably. He takes it out and licks it, and then he's going to look into it. Anyway, sorry for the visual, but that's how I envision this guy at this moment. And I'm quoting, this guy, I think he just leaves right now. I think in March he's out. I read an article. And I'm quoting, we have been very clear that there are going to be tough days ahead. The official added, for Ukrainians and the Russians, not for you, and for us, the citizens, who are going to pay taxes for you to play lords of war. And I'm quoting, fighting, not you, while it has lowered somewhat during the winter months, it continues to reach, especially in the east, especially in the south. Okay. According to Price, not Prince, Price, Russian dictator Vladimir Putin will fail to achieve any of his strategic goals to Ukraine. Like what? Take over entire Ukraine and the world, like Adolf. Okay, all right. Again, generalities. And I'm going again here. This will be a strategic failure for Russia. I would like to know what you mean by that. Ukrainians have demonstrated that they are in a position not only to withstand the advancing Russian forces, that's a lie, because without another 50 countries behind them, they would have been mowed, we know that, and without all the money and all the equipment over there before the Russians came over and after Ukraine would have been done in 2 weeks. Why do you think they had 5 meetings between the 24th of February 2022 and mid-March, the last one being in Turkey? Because they wanted to say, bye-bye, we're done. But the West said, no, we're gonna help you win your freedom. So they are in a position not only to withstand the advancing Russian forces, but to take back territory that has been wrested away from them. The spokesman concluded. That won't change. So this is what Mr. Price said. As I said, I've never seen much more than this. From time to time I hear, we're going to liberate the territories, but that's not it. I know that's not it. Then you hear, the Russians will pay reparations, about $700 billion, was I think a month or 2 months ago. Then we say there are going to be criminal courts instituted for Putin and other criminals of war. And then I hear others saying, but not all together. It's like one by one, like that. Price never came and said what I tell you right now. And the other one was, we're going to make sure that Russia will be nuclearized, denuclearized, the nuclear weapons out. The other one was, we're going to make sure that Russia will never, never, never be able again to fight a war. All this comes from the Ukrainians' side. So there's so many, will the Ukrainians be enslaved? Do you have that planned, or we don't want to say it yet? They will be enslaved because they supported Putin, and then they have to pay their reparations. Well, that means they will have a shitty life and they will have pay taxes for supporting Putin. Makes sense, right? That's very just. So here you have all this weasel coming and telling you. I've never seen, what exactly is over there. The same if you look at so-called Zolander's peace plan, Zolander being Zelensky, because he's always in the pictures that these guys are giving us to see, all edited and all that. It's all serious, like Zoolander from that comedy with another Zelensky, Ben Stiller. Anyway, good movie. Funny here and there. His peace plan is so general that you can apply that, like, we're gonna how do you call it? We're gonna disperse justice. That's a lot of things over there. What do you mean? Your justice to whom? We're gonna liberate our territories. The Russians will pay. What Russians? Which ones? What do you mean? So anyway, it's just this weasel talk. And again, how could they win? And I said it before. A win for the Ukrainians and the other side, the other 50 states or whatever, how many, NATO and European Union and whatever. Again, this would be if they successfully take care of about 300 Russians from the leadership positions like this. Not take care of Putin and 5, because you're going to have the military and they have nuclear weapons, you know what I mean? So you have to take care of about 300 at least in 1 second, and immediately have the second echelon, which were educated in the West. And then they're good people. They're going to be over there with different kind of hair colors and different kind of, you know what I mean, over there. They're going to be over there, and they will be the ones who take over and they're going to make it happen. Only like that. If they take the nuclear and everything. Otherwise, that's why it's kind of like a wonder, it's like an impossibility. How do you think you're going to win? Do you think you're going to push the Russian army to the borders? That will never happen. As long as not that they will not allow it. They will use nuclear weapons before that happens. I'm 99% certain. So then who's winning? You? Are you going to nuke them? They're going to nuke you. Bye-bye. And these guys have more to lose than Putin and those guys over there. Not Putin, but others. Remember, Putin is 70. Biden is 80. These guys kind of lived their lives, you know. But the other people in the elites who have the power to change the idea a little bit and say, no, I don't want my life to end right now because of Ukraine and Zelensky and Zmihal and Reznikov and Yermak and whatever you want. And it's the bankers. Do you think the bankers want the world to end? Really? Or the CEOs or the big guys that are running high right now, riding high on the profits from this war? Do you think they want this to end? No, they want it under control so they can keep sucking like ticks. So that's the only way I see, and it's very imaginary when Putin and 300 will die. The Spartans, 300 Spartans. Anyway, and even if you would have, let's say, a coup and someone will kill Putin, do you know how many other generals have access to other things? You know how they're going to break? You can't. It's not like they're all united behind. So let's say someone kills Putin. Do you think that guy has everything else under control? He's taking over and he's going to be, I'm the only. Remember what happened with Yeltsin when he when he took over Russia, when he was the first one, Russia. What did he do? He used tanks. Who did he shoot? The guys in the parliament. The guys they elected. He was one elected versus the other one elected. He used that to tame them. All right, so they like democracy a lot, them too. Who doesn't? Who likes it? When you have the power and you can solve things without democracy, why would you want democracy? So an idiot tell you what to do? I wouldn't want that. But look who we got. We got Biden and Kamala. They tell us what to do. They give billions to another country. Do you like that? Well, that's democracy for you. Or at least a wrong kind of democracy. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.